Cycle is done with the well, not Richter, with Sept. All the is the gravity suit. Came in, I don't know what the requirements are. I know it's on hard random. Turian elevator probably doesn't check. Not on the side. Turtle. Unlovely. But Ridley doesn't have a lot of ammo, so they're grabbed. Book. Waterfall. Now we're looking for Dark Relax. That could be sequence broken, as someone suggested, by clipping into the bottom room with the ice beam and taking the Dark Lake Hylia portal. Ridley is setting up the Snell clip, which is in logic for hard logic. A bit too low there. A little bit higher. That should do. No, still too low. That's too high though. Yeah. You have to be just a pixel lower. Oh, too high. This should work. No. That's too low, unfortunately. It's hard to get the snail to move just 1 pixel. Oh, no high jump boots. Maniacal has some, but not Ridley. It's easier with high jump boots because you have 2 more pixels of leeway for the trick to work. Penny at the Sky Missiles. Oh, Ridley did not do mini mold armor. It's a little bit higher. This should work. There we go. X-ray. Ridley is saving, probably, to check the sand pits and reset if he finds nothing interesting. While Maniacal is taking a break. Supers and power bombs reset. Not technically required, but could be grabbed later if ammo is needed. Let's see, he needs one, two. He needs just to get to bowling alley. He needs two. No, one. Plus another one. Alrighty, he would need one more if he wants to check. If he wants to check the item from the top. Or from the bottom too, I guess. He needs another one, yeah, for the speed lock checked. Bunches are basically always dropping power bombs. Ridley's headed to Kraid. Finally a sword. Blue mail 4. Maniacal. You need one here. One to clear the block. One to clear the statue. One to check the item, and one to come back. So yeah, you needed 5. He gets the create quick kill. Shield. Will he dodge the shield or not? He did not. But here's where you needed the 5th power bomb. Okay, an E-tank. Nobody's gonna come back for it. Phaser. Seffy beam. Psych Maniacal will go down red tower. As Ridley is in business center. $300. gym boots are arrow capacity. So hell runs are in logic because look at how many E-tanks there are. All of Upper Norfair is in logic. Croc is in logic too because the gate glitch is in hard logic. Three hearts Old Man Rescue is kind of dangerous. But if you die when you have the old man, you restarted the old man. You're not kicked back to the, I think. If you do continue. Gauntlet has nothing. And it really gets ice. Spectacle Rock has nothing. 2 Metroid buses are required. $300 in the Spectacle Rock Cave, which really chooses to skip. With the amount of money he has, it's a good call. Oh, you get the Mog Ball first try. It happens. And gets a second try from within the room. Peeves. Arrow capacity. Big heart. Full heart. Key tank. Supers. $50. Not a great paradox cave. It's a flute. Flute and boots would be fast on the Link to the Past side. Gain of Samaria. Ridley's probably headed back to Lower Norfair. Upper Norfair. He's held right. Souls in the lava. Michael sets up the reverse gate glitch. Oh, doesn't get it. Needs to farm supers. Ridley's not saving. That's interesting. Confident he can get back without dying. Gets the flippers. Glitch worked. To sword. Pauses just in time to refill manually his E-tanks. Ammo to do a crystal flash, if he so chooses. Supers, vanilla supers. Charge beam is fire rod. Wow, lots of good stuff in Bryn Loop. Another E-tank. Ridley successfully crystal flashed. Some supers while he's farming. Nyko will need 1 PB to get out, 1 to check Old Mother Brain, and 1 to check 230 missiles. So he has just enough power bombs. He will have to leave the Climb Supers check behind. Won't be able to scout it. Missiles, vanilla. It leads on his way to Wave Beam. Oh, that's a bow. Getting a lot of link to the past items here. Ice Beam location as Crumbling Tower and Proclamire are still in logic. That's what's left for Ridley in Upper Norfair. He's going to Croc, probably. Farm first, though. Got it. There's the energy refill. Oh, Charge Beam. That's a very convenient find. But now ammo's not super important. Might still want some for Ridley if he has to be fought. Croc. Be something in the tablets. That's right, it's our logic. The ice clip to butt wound is expected. So that could be indeed the dark hole access he expects you to take. Manacle's back in Link to the Past. Probably activate the flute. Could do Dark Aga if he wants to. With the Fire Rod, it's not in logic, but with the Fire Rod, it's fairly easy. Because the tricky rooms all have torches you can light. Sills. Getting the... Yeah. He's activating the flute and checking Bottle Kid. Gives you another bottle. Cosinus room is nothing. Jones is a piece of heart. And grapple beam is a piece of heart. Really resets out of there. All he has left now are crumbling tower and ice beam. Gets the Mog Ball. Crumbling Tower is a bottle that really will get. Is there anything in Norfair aside the bow? Oh, flippers. So my ankle already held ran. Okay. So he needs to do Bryn Loop now, I suppose. Is really headed for the red tower exit. Nope. Gonna ice clip to bot wound. But he doesn't have. Oh no, he has hook shot. He can do stuff in the Dark World. An ankle does not have the flippers, but you can fairly easily fake flipper. it's fast. I was looking up. It is fast Ganon. At least setting up. Both at the same time setting up the ice clip. You won't be able to get bumper cage ledge either without gloves. Very fast kill on my ankle side. Really vanquishes butt wound. Precious Room has supers. Very, very convenient ammo for Dragon. So the only thing not in logic is a Shack Tool. The ice clip of Shack Tool used to be in logic a long time ago, but it was removed because it was deemed too difficult. Nice ammo kill on Dragon, very fast. Right, they don't have a means to kill the pirates in Plasma Room. Although I'm not sure if the pseudo screw way to kill them is in logic or not. With the amount of E-tanks that Michael has, he could do that. But Michael's probably headed to the Dark World. Yeah. Clips through the fairly easily. Really fighting Dragon. She looks almost dead. Okay, so Turtle Rock not required. I think. Yeah, you can do Ice Palace instead for your second Metroid boss. You don't have flippers, Maniacal. But he's just setting up the... Yeah, there we go. Pretty easy. And then you can get to the ladder. He'll show how. Get as high as you can there, and you jump, whoop, like that. Gonna check the pyramid. Do you know how many crystals he needs? Five crystals. We have two already. So we don't have to go to Lower Norfair at all. Michael's gonna check Catfish. Yeah, so you can do Skull and Thieves. So that's 4 crystals. And then if you find Mirror, you can do what is it called? Swamp Palace. And with the hammer. Oh, you don't even need the hammer. Oh, that's right. If you do Eastern, you don't need the hammer for your 5th crystal. Catfish has nothing. Ridley's gonna check Pod. Everything's in logic except Elmosaur. He has no hammer. Oh, and no wet lamp either, but I don't think that's gonna be an issue for him. So is Cape required? We'll know soon enough. Not. Logically, all we need now is... Well, Maneko needs to get the bow in Upper Norfair. And with that, he's in go mode, really. It's a key. Key. Crew attack. Not required, but can be handy. Oh, nice. You can clip through that. Take a hand back to the entrance. Has Ridley just forgotten about Mini Moldorm and Brynloop? Oof. Really takes to death. Death. very polite Mothula. Good fight. Yeah, that's an item. Basement has nothing interesting. So now there's something in Harmless Hellway. Ridley Hammer Yomp? No. Supers in Sea House? Oh yeah, he's hammer yumping. Another bottle. In the dark maze. Quake. Not required, but and the compass. And release Death Warping out of there. Peace Town. Heart piece. So pod ended up being a waste of time. We are not hammer locked in Thieves Town. Ridley learns that he needs 5 crystals. Oh. Manacle's getting a bit trolled in Hellway. Oh. Yeah, okay, Ridley just realized he needed to use the flippers to cross the river. Doesn't have a glove. Doesn't have the hammer. But does have flippers. Powder the anti-fairy. Yep. Big heart. So go mode would either be Varia or Hammer in Myths. Because you need the hammer to complete the Thieves down. Or, well, the hammer also gives you pod. So that's also a possibility. We're probably not finding Myths. It's like there's an item in the big chest. Hammer locked. Echo's gonna do dig game and the Southern Dark World checks. So that's dig game, Stumpy, and yeah, Hype Cave. Oh, Ice Rod. Not useful here. Because the items required to complete Turtle Rock would also give you well, maybe you'll never find Varia. But then you could do Ice Palace, so yeah, Ice Rod is not of no use. The last big check. Dark World here. There we go. And the fourth bottle. And the mitts. Okay. So you have an easy access to Ridley. I don't think go moding Turtle Rock is any faster than go moding Ice Palace. Because you can always get screwed and have a vanilla big key in Turtle Rock. And then it's going to be just as blissful clearing it, basically. No, Turtle Rock is significantly longer than go moding Ice Palace. Doesn't matter if you're already there. Pinnacle gets the Super Bunny Cave clip. Nothing. Yeah, Maniacal does have. Yeah, Icebreaker is a given if you have the cane for Turtle Rock to begin with. It's Bombos locked. Check Meyer after that. Wrong cane. Supers, always nice to have. Plasma Beam. We have Charge Ice Plasma Beam. Are we gonna flute to Meyer? And do lower Norfair maybe? Don't need the flippers. We are Bombo slot. Okay. So Quake is of no use. And we found the third shield. All shields and all bottles are accounted for. And Maniacal is headed to Ridley after checking power bombs. You might. Oh, he's also checking. He has charged plasma, so he can kill Gold Terizo very quickly. And a tempered sword. Good find. Totally worth it. Gets a safe spot. And just keeps shooting plasma. Yeah, it's good routing. He'll do Bubble Mountain after lower Norfair. He gets his tempered sword. Farm some supers for Ridley, no doubt. Maybe just once. Yeah. He has 4 bottles. And Fire Rod. So he has no reason to care about Lamp for Ganon. Although he's still making checks. Oh yeah, he's still missing Bow, so he's gonna check everything. Till he gets his last, Oh! Bombo's here, means he can go in Meyer, but Meyer is a pendant. And he can't open Turtle Rock without the hammer. Ridley gets his Thieves Down crystal. Maniacal has the tempered sword, by the way. Yeah, space, not space, but Screw Attack was a very nice find for lower Norfair. Ridley takes double damage from supers, so you need 6 missiles to compensate for 1 missed super. But with charged plasma, it's not really an issue. Ammo, that is. Ridley is in the hype cave, is gonna get his sword and barrier suit, and the myths and barrier suit. Oh no, gloves. He hasn't done mini mold yet. Will he do it? Hope so. Looks like he will. And Ridley's dead. Super Metroid Ridley. Alright. Down, meaning that mother brain can be killed. Alright, Cole will continue making checks until he gets the bow in at the war room before wave beam. Which should probably be his first check after getting out of Lower Norfair. Ridley probably wishes he had done maybe Moldom Cave earlier. The gloves and this boots. Bryn Loop has to be. He needs Bryn Loop for Kane and the other item, Fire Rod. Or supers, why not? Really doing the flipper checks? Nothing. The very special item is supers. Why not? The more you have, the easier it is. Spring Ball. Yeah, why not? What goes down from here, he'll be in gun mode very soon. And he will be, indeed. Doesn't need ammo. There should be no extra checks after that, I think. Yeah, he's done. He's in go. He needs to take the long way out because he doesn't have speed booster for the Frog Alley. On his way to Eastern. It's gonna be a sub 2 hours. I'm pretty sure. Allow 10 minutes for Mother Brain. Like what? 5-6 minutes for Ganon. Michael already cleared Eastern too, so you can go straight for the boss. Nice 10-hour drop. Maniacal has his 5 crystals. He can go straight to Ganon and then Mother Brain. Bang a potion. That's wise, I think. He has the money, he has the flute, he has the bottles. This is only like a 30-second detour for safety. That's right, going to Ganon will be... It won't be that bad, but yeah. Gonna have to flash delete or oh, you can water walk with the boost. Never mind. Totally free. Or you can do the current jump. That works too. We can see he's in a lot. If he had done the rest of Bubble Mountain, you would have the flippers. Okay, that's in position. That's good. Ah, first try. Well done. The only thing Maniacal could ask for, really, at this point is Wave Beam, but that's not gonna happen. think he got his 12 slashes in? No. Yes, he did. Okay. Phase 3. Ridley's gonna check King's Tomb. Full heart. Gets the torch glitch, no problem. We need 12 spins now. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Nice triple. 1, 2, 3. Another triple. Wow. 2, 3. Not just one more. And single G for Maniacal. Very fast. Ganon kill. Could be a low 150 if we allow for a slow escape, which is the case because no speed booster. He can do stand-up too. He has the E-tanks for it and the charged plasma. So that will compensate for no speed booster a little bit. Looks like Ridley's going to lower Norfair the long way. Does not have the flute, since he has not done Bryn Loop. Yes. With the hammer, you would be able to complete pod, and that would be his 5th crystal. But where is hammer? Gets the gate glitch. Last Metroid room now. No speed, so might not try to baby skip. Damaging down. No baby skip. Oh, never mind, he's still trying. And got it. Changed his mind, apparently. You had to unequip screw attack for the standard ice clip. Gets it pretty fast. Now he's against Mother Brain 1. There we go, damage is down. There's 7 tanks for the standout glitch, most likely. Ridley's in Lower Norfair. He got his Master Sword from the GT fight. Doesn't have charge, so it took a while. Needs to farm supers now for Ridley. Because Charge Beam was also in Rin Loop, I think. Oh, it was at Bomb Teresa. Baby is almost dead. More shots in. Mopping up should be pretty quick. And Mother Brain's down. Really gets his Bombos medallion. Yeah, low 150 sounds about right. Good Leodux room so far. Fall. Oops, lost the spin. Gotta climb the shaft the old-fashioned way. Oh, might be at 149 actually. GG to Maniacal. Finishes in first place on Restream. Let me check the race room. And first place overall with a time of 150 sharp. Not sure if he wants to do an interview. Welcome, Maniacal.
Hey, thanks. Thanks so much for the comms, dude.
Yeah.
And the tracking. Thank you for the GG.
I predicted a low 150, and you gave just that, exactly 150.
Yeah, that was a wild one. So, what's the intended sequence? Did we get to figure it out?
Well, Lamp is missing, but your flippers were in Norfair Reserve.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So you can go get your Varia and your Titan's mitts that way, logically. Okay, yep.
Just missing the Lamp for Eastern, but...
Fire or wait, no, because this is the really old version. Yeah.
SMZ3 does not...
So Fire Rod for Armos does not do the job. Yeah. Who knows, man?
Lamp's out there somewhere.
Yeah. That's wild. Actually, let me kill the stream. We got the credits up. But yeah.
So I loaded Brain Loop.
Yeah, I know. I put it off for so long too. What a wrecked ship attic.
What was in there?
Oh no. Well, Hookshot was there, but mostly, I spent an extra power bomb because I'm an idiot. And then I was like, because I needed a super missile, and I was like, yeah, it'll be quick. Just get it with power bomb. And then I realized I didn't have the power bomb that I needed for the scout, so I had to go back through the attic, kill everything, hoping for the low % drop, and being able to open the bottom door, go back down, farm power bombs, and then one of the waivers in the hallway gave me a rare power bomb drop, and I was just like, oh my god, guys, why is this my experience? So I mismanaged my ammo and should have farmed up and probably lost about, I want to say 3.5 minutes in wrecked ship, just to being really rusty. But other than that, I was pretty happy with the route and the calls and where I went when.
Yeah, putting off Bubble Mountain ended up paying off.
Yeah, I mean, I had, so the weird part was, because Turtle Rock was going to become available with Hammer, and it was also a Super Metroid boss, I was trying to figure out if there was any case where it was reasonable to cut Ridley. I might have gone and done Turtle Rock had Upper Norfair not turned up anything. Rather than go back into Meridia, I think I was probably going to go to Turtle Rock at that point, looking for the go mode.
But if
I had the hammer.
But if you had hammer, you could also complete Ice Palace for the other
Super Metroid boss. Yeah, like that was the weird part, was all 4 bosses became available as soon as I got hammer, but I only, of course, needed the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And so it was a real shame that like the pendant and crystal lay was as it was, and basically you have to find the one-off bow or flippers and mirror, and logically hammer. Like there was a lot going on with this one, but once it gave me gravity suit to go through Meridia to get Dark World and find out what the goal was, like that kind of was fairly prescriptive for how I wanted to handle the seed, especially because I had the hookshot from Wreckship Attic, so I knew that, you know, as long as I was okay ignoring flippers, that I was okay to just do a huge part of Dark World. And it turned out that at the very end of that was a free Varia suit and Titan's mitts, which was just excellent.
That was the play.
Yeah, the Titan's mitts made it so much easier to get back to Ganon. Like, once I got my last crystal, I was like, wait, what's my best route to Ganon? Because my Dark World access, if I didn't have mitts, was still through Meridia, which is just absolutely atrocious to go kill Ganon by going the whole way through Meridia.
You had choices. You could have water walked, but you chose to current jump.
I thought about setting up the water walk in Skullwoods because of the boots, or so this is how rusty I am. Is my initial inclination for setting all this up was water walk, take the catfish portal, go down and do the exact same fake flipper into pot area, and I was like, wait, I have a glove.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I have a glove to lift the mitts rock. And I think that the Kern jump, provided that you get it quickly, is faster than setting up the water walk just because of the screen transitions and all that. So I think I ultimately made the right call, but
yeah,
it was I was laughing at myself pretty hard. Also, finding Plasma Beam in Hookshot Cave or wherever it was over on Dark Death Mountain seemed pretty nice.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
You used it to kill GT and Ridley.
Yeah, it was very helpful in both those spaces. Now, I was kind of sad about Charge Beam because I'd been really kind of going out of my way for ammo, and I continued to go out of my way a little bit for ammo. I think the only pack I cut really that I probably would have otherwise grabbed was the Crab Supers missile pack.
It's kind of out of the way, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just because at that point I had Charge Ice Spazer, and I was like, well, this is kind of a push. And if I find Wave or Plasma, then I'm saving time by not getting it.
And you did.
Yeah.
And stars lined up.
Yeah, this was a really fun seed, honestly. Like, the early loadout was kind of garbage. I put off Smoldorm Cave forever, and then it was absolutely loaded, and I felt really bad about it. Kind of the same thing with Bryn Loop, but I mean, I got to them late, but not inexcusably late.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you're very seldom going to go directly to the most relevant things right away. But I was pretty thorough with my Light World. Did end up, because I had to buy bombs in South CAC, cutting the race game and library for a while, but didn't get punished there. Did miss out on my first super pack for a while, but was able to double it up with Shovel later, if I remember right. I think that's how it played out.
That's about when I connected to Viacom.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know you weren't on it early, but well, I appreciate you stepping in. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a crew for this or not. I saw that they said there was a restream, and I was pumped about that. And I was like, you know, I've not done an SMZ3 in a while.
Very long.
So, yeah. I did the Grimace tournament that Solsky was running with Hitaka, but like didn't take that one too seriously or anything. You know, it was fun. Co-op keys random goal basically.
Yeah.
But other than that, hadn't played SMZ3 I think since SGL last year. So maybe 3, 4, 5 seeds in the past 7 or 8 months. So a little rusty. Haven't done much Super Metroid. I've been keeping up on the Link to the Past rando stuff though, so at least controlling Link was pretty comfortable. Like that's stuff that I do most of the time. But the SM side was I'll say I'm real glad we had a lot of early energy tanks.
Yeah, I was almost expected a hell run through Ridley.
Yeah, I was very much considering it. I knew Grappling Beam was behind Speed Booster. I had a bad Charge Beam loadout and like very few supers. And so I could have, like, depending on how many Crystal Flashes I end up on, I thought if I was able to get the mitts and get in from the Flute to 6 spot, that I could probably do it on 1 Crystal Flash in, a Crystal Flash pre-fight, and then 1 post-Crystal Flash. But like my super ammo wasn't great for the Ridley fight yet, and so by the time it became something where my loadout was in the range of something I would have been comfortable doing, given that I haven't done a lower Norfair Hell run in a year or so, I was looking at actually having Varia anyway, so that worked out.
Receipt provided.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Varia there. I thought Varia was very likely going to be in Upper Norfair or somewhere else in Meridia. And it was, of course, logically behind something from Upper Norfair, so I wasn't too far off base. But it was not exactly what I expected to see. Also, didn't necessarily expect to find the bow so immediately, just because there's only the one of them. But got pretty lucky there.
Yeah, you did all you needed to do of Upper Norfair, basically.
Yeah, it was literally the first Upper Norfair check that I did other than high jump boots and ice beam area.
Also, very clean Ganon fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't go for the free spin just because I didn't have lamp, and so free spin, and especially like double free spin with fire rod torch glitch, I just wanted to be in an area where I was comfortable with the timing for the fire rod torch glitch, because I have a great history of blowing really good runs to messing up torch glitch with fire rod, and so I just wanted to be safe and like eat the extra half cycle basically. But yeah, I was happy with the triples. There was one time where Ganon was kind of out of position. I wasn't really happy, so I took an extra warp. But yeah, I mean, not unhappy with that Ganon fight at all, given it was a tempered silverless, because of it being such a long route to Ganon. Especially because at the time I was thinking that my route might have involved like fake flippering the pod area again. Because I'm silly. That's why I went and got those blue potions. I was just like, I'm gonna make sure that I don't need to like leave the Ganon area ever once I go over there.
You had the flute.
Yeah, exactly. It was a quick flute to 2. SMZ3 races are seldom decided by like a minute or less, and so taking something like that. That said, I've lost them by 3-6 seconds and things like that before, so it happens.
Escape knives happen, yeah.
Yeah. But generally being careful and just making sure that you're doing things that you're comfortable with competently is kind of the way to go. So for me, maybe I overleaned on my Sphere 1 A Link to the Past stuff just to be sure that my loadout was a little better for Super Metroid, and I absolutely needed everything that I could get, because this was the wild part. Like, when I went up the mountain, I entered Super Metroid with Morph and all my ammo, but it was 2510 and a billion E-tanks. And then, like, after Wrecked Ship, I was still on, like, 2510. Like, there were just no ammo packs all the way through, like, High Jump, Ice Beam, Up Red Tower, X-Ray, all that stuff. Into Wrecked Ship, Lower Wrecked Ship, Upper Wrecked Ship, like, all of it was just no ammo anywhere. So I didn't get more ammo until I was in Bryn Loop, and even then it was still kind of sparse. My second super pack was actually at Spore Spawn Supers, I think.
Yeah, vanilla supers.
Yeah, it made me chuckle a little bit, even though I messed up the Wavegate thing for Master Sword, which I must have been 1, maybe 2 frames late on that shot. I was a little sad, but had to leave the room and farm supers from the what are they, Zebs that come out of the pipe there. But they gave me 4 super drops in like 6 farms, so they were at least compliant. I was pretty fortunate with the RNG on the farm.
It's even worse if you need power bombs from them.
Oh yeah, I was not putting myself in that situation. I was doing 2510 Bryn Loop, but like I was gonna be real careful about the power bombs. Honestly, I mean, going back up through retro can get a little bit tight with the loadout that I had, but you can do it on 10 with a kind of awkward farm. Because I'm bad at the clip back out from Charge Beam without X-Ray, I probably would have had to burn a power bomb there, and it would have made things a little awkward if I'd farmed the zeros down in Waterway. But it didn't come to that, thankfully.
It's not a free clip.
No, it's... And like I said, I'm really rusty at the Super Metroid stuff, and so... Still fun, but definitely not in as much practice as I was a few years back. So it's fun to get back to, though. It would be good to come back to a little bit more, but have just lots of other things, that I'd like to put time into as well.
Would that include map rando?
It would not.
No.
Because that's a Super Metroid thing. Mostly keeping up with the Link to the Past rando stuff, and also was doing some Super Mario 64. I'd like to learn 70 Star, and so that's been... There's a lot to learn with Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 is basically Super Metroid, but in 3 dimensions. In terms of like movement complexity, it's really good. There's just really great control that you get in that game, and so I've been having fun learning that movement as well. I'm still really bad at it. But yeah, I don't think there was too much else that I wanted to say about this one. Was there any other questions? You had anything about the route or anything?
Not really. He ended up... Well, I joined when you were already in Wrecked Ship, I think.
Okay, yeah, so about half hour in or so?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the early game was just clearing A Link to the Past Sphere 1.
No, I understand, because especially in reduced requirement seeds, you could troll yourself by not checking Sphere 1 thoroughly.
Absolutely. Also, GG's to Vinter, who finished up some little while ago. How's Ridley doing on this one?
He did Minimal Lone Cave really late.
Oh no! Yeah.
And Bryn Loop as well.
Yeah. If he did it really late in terms of like after you arrived and you saw him do it, that is yeah. I mean, skipping Sphere 1 anything in A Link to the Past and going into Super Metroid, like early Morph Ball is kind of a trap.
It ended up being a trap, yes. Now he doesn't have charge beam, so he has to be careful with his ammo.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I almost cut Bomb to Rizzo as well. Like, I understand it. But in reduced requirements like this, where like every ammo pack can be really relevant, I don't know. It's weird because you think you need fewer things so you can cut some corners, but also there's some things that you like really absolutely need. And Mother Brain is a huge throttle point until you find Charge Beam, just because there's so much ammo that you have to pump into her to get her dead.
He just destroyed the glass, and now he's going back to resupply.
Okay, and is Ganon down already?
No.
Okay, so, but does he have his 5 crystals done?
He still needs one. You would need to go to Skullwoods to get his.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad, and that's kind of on the way to Ganon anyway. But yeah, I think I'm gonna step away. But appreciate you having me in to chat. GG's to everyone. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the restream and tracking and all the crew and everything.
GG.
Take it easy.
Later. Okay, so Ridley should be fine. He has enough ammo now. You need to have. Okay, he can miss a few, but not too many. He needs all supers to hit and 54, I think. Regular missiles. There we go. Oh. Not have time to damage down completely, so Mother Brain will have to chip away at the health. Okay. There we go. Cutscene time. Modula down. The question is, will Ridley do Master Sword no silvers against Ganon? No lamp either. Does have half magic, but would probably want some potions for safety. Oh. Doesn't have the flu, that's right, because of no Bryn Loop. Looks like Ridley will attempt Master Sword Silverless Ganon. Or it's tempered anyway. Was there a sword in Bryn Loop? I forgot. Yeah, this will be a long fight, but it's certainly doable. That is unlucky. Wow. Accidental hooligan. Oh, that's just rude. Last potion, I think. Last hit for Ridley on Ganon. And the race is finished. The 5th racer forfeited a while ago, so we are done. And then thanks for the racers, and thanks to Diametheus for tracking. The race is over. We are done. No more interviews, so see you next mission.